Meru Youth Service graduation. Now, today is the final day of Huduma Namba registration, and a low turnout is being reported in numerous registration centers around the country. On Thursday, government spokesman Cyrus Oguna said that the government will not extend registration period for the National Integrated Identity Management System, also known as Huduma Namba, beyond the May 25th deadline. Joining us now live from the CBD is our reporter Timothy Otieno with the latest updates. Good morning, team. It's good to see you on this really cold morning, I must say. But what's the latest, team? Do we have the long queues as expected with Kenyans, the last minute rush?
Grace, it appears the extension issued by President Uhuru Kenyatta may have given many Kenyans ample time to go out and get that Huduma number. Those characteristically long lines that we are used to seeing as a nation on the last day of the registration is conspicuously absent here at the GPO. This is the General Post Office, which houses the biggest Huduma center in Nairobi. And a week ago, on a day like this, the lines were unimaginable. But today, as you can see, business as usual, no lines. We've not been able to spot anybody who was going in to get their Huduma number. We've been here for about 30 minutes or so, and nobody has walked into that building claiming they're going to get themselves registered for the Huduma number. So activities in town are going on smoothly. Those long lines that we are used to seeing on such a day are not there. Even as the government said midweek, of course, Cyrus Oguna saying that they had registered so far 35 million shillings, and that was on Wednesday. So perhaps that number could go up, considering today is the last day of registration. But Grace, I wanted to see if we could speak to a few Kenyans to find out whether they have indeed gone out to go get their Huduma numbers or not. So right now I'm joined by one gentleman here who is in the middle of his work. Thank you so much for speaking to KTN News. Maybe tell us, have you been able to go out and get your Huduma number? When did you do so?
Okay, my name is Duke Nyegoti, and I took the Huduma number the first week of registration, since it was declared that I won't get services from the government. So I said that instead of lacking satellite services, and then let me just go and take the Huduma number. Especially, I used to carry, maybe they say that the NHIF, NSSF, license, passport, all those documents. They've been all that tedious of carrying them. So I decided to carry it. At the same time, if it means getting services from government, let us take the Huduma number. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. So you took yours on the first week?
Yeah, it was the first week when I took the number.
All right. I see there's a gentleman here who has his waiting card, so perhaps we'll be able to see if we could speak to him. Asante sana kwa kuzungumza na KTN News. Labda tueleze, naona umeshikilia waiting card yako, ushachukua Huduma Namba, ulichukua lini?
Nimechukua sasa hivi sasa. Nimetoka kwa Huduma Namba, sijakawia, ni kama nimetumia that minutes. Na nimehudumiwa, nimepewa. Nimesema hizo namba tuchukueni, wenye wajachukua tuende tu, kwa sababu ni masaa zimebaki. Jaribu kuchukua na Huduma Namba ndio tujijue.
Hii sajili imekuwa ikiendelea zaidi ya mwezi mmoja. Kwa nini uliamua uje uchukue leo siku ya mwisho?
Cause hizo siku zingine watu walikuwa wanang'ang'ania, walikuwa wengi, na juu wamepunguka, ikabidi sasa nichukue kwa leo. No, singechelewa juu singekasa kuchukua juu nilikuwa na hiyo target ya kuchukua.
Asante sana kwa kuzungumza na KTN News. Kuwa na siku njema. Grace, those are just a few of the people. One who says he took his Huduma number on the first week of registration. Another gentleman has just taken it today. Remember, the government says that even after today, Kenyans can go out and get the Huduma number, but they will be able to do that at their local assistant chief's office, because this is an ongoing registration exercise. Although the government was encouraging many people to do it during this particular window, claiming this is the only time they would be given priority. So the exercise on its final day of extension has seen little number of people come out, but nonetheless the exercise will be continuing. 35 million so far registered. After this particular exercise, the cleanup will take place. Thereafter, those who may have keyed in wrong information or those who their registration may be faulty will be conducted by the government to do that exercise afresh before they can finally get that Huduma Namba, Grace.
Important points there, team, and I actually must say I am surprised that we're not witnessing any long queues. Now, I don't know if you want to tell us whether you've registered, and you know, team, if you haven't, then you can take advantage of the fact that there are no long queues. So have you? Tim, I'm saying I don't know if you've registered. I don't know if you want to share that with us. If you haven't, then maybe you could hop into the center now.
I have no comment on that. I will not comment on that, Grace.
I must say I guessed it. But thank you so much, team. It's always a pleasure. Now, I want to take you to Nyeri Town to our reporter, Ibrahim Karanja, on the same Huduma Namba registration. Now, you've seen there from our reporter team that there are no long queues. I did say I'm really surprised. I didn't expect that, being the last day, remember, it's the deadline. But Ibrahim, it's good to see you this morning. The situation in Nairobi is quite surprising. There are no long queues. Is it the same in Nyeri County?
Well, good morning, Grace. It is the same situation witnessed here in Nyeri County, in Nyeri Town, where residents seem to have already registered for Huduma Namba in the past 52 days. Remember, the exercise was going on for 45 days, and then it followed that extension by President Uhuru Kenyatta of 7 days. And today, in keeping up with the spirit of KTN News and bringing our viewers everything as is happening across the country, I am in the real Mashinani. This is Kiamwadhi village in the outskirts of Nyeri Town. And at this registration center, actually, you can say there are no queues, because I have seen since I came here less than 10 people, 7 people to be precise, from the moment I arrived at this particular center. We don't know whether it is that they have decided not to register, or most of the residents from this particular area have already registered for Huduma Namba. So I'll be seeking to speak to them and find out, especially the registration assistants, ask them probably how it has been today as compared to how it was during that last-minute rush last week before the extension by President Uhuru Kenyatta. Naomba nizungumze nawe moja kwa moja katika KTN News. Mwanzo nieleze jina lako, alafu kazi nzuri sana ambayo mnafanya kwa usajili. Lakini niambie, ukilinganisha leo na wiki iliyopita, utasema kwamba watu wamejitokeza ama pengine namba imeenda chini?
Mimi naitwa Dennis Kareu Nderito, registration assistant. Huku watu wamejitokeza kabisa. Ndo tulikuwa tuna expect watu wengi leo, lakini watu ni wachache kama mnaviona. Watu wametokea kabisa, wameregister. Kulingana na last week venye kulikuwa last week Friday kulikuwa na watu wengi sana, line ilikuwa mrefu sana. As compared to leo, na siku ya mwisho, leo watu ni wachache sana. Kwa hivyo watu wamejiandikisha kabisa.
Kwa hiyo unasema kwamba watu kutojitokeza leo hii ni kwa kuwa wengi wamejisajili. Wewe umekuwa katika eneo hili kwa siku hizo 52 natumai. Pengine ukiangalia, unajua population ya hii area na watu ambao wamejiregister, the percentage ya watu ambao wamejiregister roughly unaona kama ni idadi gani?
Huku naweza sema ni almost 100%. Juu huku tunakuanga population ya huku wanakuanga watu 3700, na kulingana na venye tumeregister ni kama it's 100%. Tumeregister watu kweli huku. Wote.
Well, Grace, that is a registration assistant here at Kiamwadhi village, few kilometers from Nyeri Town, and I'll seek to speak to one of the people who are registering today, the last minute registration. I want to find out whether it's because he was busy or why it is that he's coming at the last day, even after that addition of more days by President Uhuru Kenyatta. Saa nieleze jina lako, alafu niambie, baada ya siku 52, manake ilikuwa siku 45, baadaye zikaongezewa siku 7, umekuja kujisajili. Pengine ni kwa nini umechelewa hadi leo hii?
Nilikuwa naitwa Henry Waelo toka huku Nyeri. Mimi nimechelewa juu ya nilikuwa naona siku mingi tu. Haikuwa na ile shida ingine.
Na pengine Ijumaa wiki iliyopita tulishuhudia mistari mirefu sana, laini ndefu sana za watu, na kidogo ikapotea. Pengine ulikuwa miongoni mwa watu ambao walikuwa wamepanga laini Ijumaa, kwa kuwa ilikuwa ndio siku ya mwisho Jumamosi?
Nilikuwa mmoja, lakini niliona wakati niliona kwa mtambo president ameongezea wakati, mimi katoka kwa laini nikaenda.
Ukasema utangoja hadi siku hiyo nyingine ya mwisho?
Nikasema utangoja mpaka hiyo siku nyingine ya mwisho. Sikuwa na juu mimi nilikuwa najua hii kituo yetu haina watu wengi, hata nikikuja ile siku ya mwisho hakuna shida.
Well, Grace, those are the sentiments of a registration assistant and one of the people who has stand up for registration today. There were 7 people behind him, and immediately we went on air, they vanished. They are not here. Of course, it seems they are camera shy, or they do not want to be captured on air, registering at the last minute. But this is what is happening. And in regards to that question you earlier asked, Tim, Grace, I have registered for Huduma Namba. Actually, I registered last week on Thursday. Yes, but that is all from Nyeri Town. I bring it back to you in studio, Grace.
It's a good thing you answered, actually, Ibrahim, because I was about to put you on this spot there. But great work, I must say. And again, I'm surprised, there are no long queues being the deadline for the Huduma Namba registration. But thank you so much, our reporters, their team, and Ibrahim, of course, updating us on the Huduma Namba registration. Now, still on that, and Nairobi woman representative Esther Passaris has faulted the government for conducting insufficient public awareness on Huduma Namba. She spoke ahead of today's deadline after registering for Huduma Namba in Lang'ata.
The government should have actually had TV commercials running, explaining to people what is the benefit of Huduma. Okay, what is the benefit? Why are we doing this? Are they going to link it with the driving license so that you have your driving license, everything in one place? So I think there's been very little information, and it's actually against the law. The law requires that government participates with the public. There has to be public participation. There has to be civic education. I am a legislator. I'm not sure about everything to do with Huduma. All right, and I feel that I've come in here, I've given all my data, where I stay, my phone number, my email address, my birth certificate, my passport. They've taken photos of it, my full name, my ID, and that's okay. Where I live. If somebody were to access this data, right? What can they do? They can know, for instance, where you live is private. Okay, so if the government doesn't protect this data, then everybody will know where if you're looking for somebody and you want to know where this person lives, you can actually know, because when they were asking me, it's the street and the area. Okay, so I think the data protection law is important, and government has to make sure that the systems that are being placed with Huduma Namba are very, very sincere and strong.
Now moving on.